Greetings from um, Vietnam. I am at a coffee shop here in Vietnam, and let me see if I can get myself together. This table is a little rickety, but I'm gonna try. Cute. Let me show y'all around. Let's clean my camera. You see? It's like on the corner here and some motorbikes, but the cutest little dog is right there. You can see the dog. All right, I'm getting coconut coffee. Wow, I shouldn't have sat here.
You want the channel?
The table's rocking. Yeah. Okay. All right, y'all come with me. The table was rocking. Okay, I got salted, coconut coffee this time. And they always give you tea. It's included, so that's cool. So, I'm liking it here in Vietnam. It can be anything you want it to be. It could be peaceful if you want it to be. It could be hectic if you want it to be. It's kind of what you make it. I like big cities. I kind of get depressed when I'm in rural areas because I'm used to a big city. So I try to stay around the hustle and bustle, but find little places in the area that give me a little peace. And this is a piece of that. This is rainy season here, so it's been rainy. But I've even learned how to find the joy in rain. I'm going to get my nails done because I'm missing some tips. I got my nails shorter because I was working with the kids and volunteering, but now that that's over with, I like nails. Hey, Betty babe, how are you? Coconut coffee is good. I love it. Great here in Vietnam at a coffee shop. I just decided to come on here and spread some holiday cheer and love. Where you from? I don't even know where that is. Massalutis? Is that it? Oh, you got your nails done? Oh, Washington State. Okay. Yes, I remember you too, Laura. Laura, how are you? I'm at a coffee shop now. I'm drinking a hot coconut coffee. See, they give you this cute spoon. Another thing, when you go to a coffee shop here, they give you tea without sugar. I guess instead of water, they give you tea, and I love it. At least Ray with freckles, I love it. Yeah, I hear that a lot, and I'm welcome. So, by the way, I don't know if you got my video yesterday, but I went to this place and, oh, thanks, Batty. I went to this place and got a head massage. My hair. Got shampoo. My hair shampoo for 75 minutes. Most beautiful thing ever. And I think it was the equivalent of $20. So amazing. It might have been 25, but for 75 minutes. Oh, Christmas was great. I went to this Italian restaurant and I got me a prime rib Wagyu steak, and it was, and then I had mocktails with a friend of mine. She's from Malaysia, and we had such a good time. It was really, really a high-end restaurant, and I think total for dessert and everything, I paid 45 USD. So that was splurging. in Vietnam. It was good. I got to FaceTime my family and, uh, you know, and my friends, and so it was really wonderful. I miss home really bad. I do. What about you? What did you do? Hey, Peter Russian. What you want me to wait for? Oh, thank you. You remember me. That's a good thing. I guess I got a memorable face. I'm in Vietnam. Where are you? I'm at a coffee shop too. Oh, okay, that's good. That means I'm getting my watch hours up. That's the plan. Actually, I wanted to prove a theory wrong because I have lots of YouTube channels and most of them are faceless and they do really well. And none of my channels where I show my face do well. So I'm trying to prove a theory, I guess, just to myself that that I can get monetized by showing my face too. Oh, when I was about to go on a trip. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm here now. I'm in Vietnam. I've been to several countries throughout Southeast Asia and continuing to travel. So, oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Lord, Lord. I appreciate you. You are faithful. So yeah, I'm here in Vietnam drinking me coconut coffee. A friend of mine told me to try it. Why I'm chewing is because they got like actual coconut in it, like flakes on the top. Delicious. And they give you tea because actually I told them less sugar in this because I don't really like a lot of sugar. And then in Southeast Asia especially, they tend to have everything sweet. William, the producer, all that embezzlement money. What did that mean? I don't know. Understand what you mean about that. Explain. Yeah, it's beautiful out here. It actually is raining season, so it's been raining. But you gotta kind of one thing about me, I try to bring the sunshine even in the rain and not let the weather predict my mood or what I'm gonna do. I do stuff every day. It doesn't matter. Oh, you have snow? Where are you from? That's crazy. Well, and I'm from Detroit, Michigan, and right now I don't know. I don't think it's snow because I think the weather kind of got up to like about 49 degrees Fahrenheit. So, um, oh, you're in New York. Oh, yeah. So your weather's comparable to Detroit. So, I don't mind the snow. I just don't like driving in it. You know what I'm saying? But it's pretty to look at. I grew up with the snow. There's a lot of things you can do in the snow, but it's not the best weather to, you know, to transport in or go places in. But yeah, it's a little cool here. I'd say it's about maybe about 75 degrees maybe. But cool because it's raining. But I get my umbrellas. Umbrellas like $2. And, you know, um, just go around and do what I gotta do. Yeah, there's Forest Jones. Actually, I went to Bonnet Hill. That's really popular. I went there a couple of days ago on a tour. It was amazing. Oh, you had to drive in the snow? That sucks. Probably Lisa Ray. That's what everybody tells me. no one here today. I hear that. That's what Lord says, and a lot of other people here tell me Lisa Ray with freckles. So I'll take it. If I'm not mistaken, I think Lisa Ray has freckles. Oh, high winds. Yeah, this year it's not windy. The weather is actually mild. It's just a little rainy season, but it's less expensive during this time of year if you could take the rain, and it's one of the least expensive countries in the world, actually, Vietnam. So if you're looking at budget travel, probably the most expensive thing will be your ticket to get here. Right? Yeah, yeah. Drive is real slow, and actually, I prefer my husband driving in the snow. I kind of park my car in the History Channel. Yeah, I was just like that until Ancestry.com brought me here because my great grandmother is from Thailand, and or was she? It was a long time ago, like the 1800s, when she was there, and she had my grandmother, who in turn had my father. So my father came to Thailand when he was 12, so a long time ago, like in the late 1940s. So God bless his soul. He always wanted me to come. So I know he's smiling because I'm on this side of the world. And it's been an amazing journey, I'll say. I've gotten a lot healthier here. Um, they have a lot of really, really good skincare products. Korean skincare is big over here. So I've been immersing myself in there, getting facials. I get about 4 massages a week. I walk between 5 and 10 miles a day. So all of that, promotes better health, and I am getting older, so, you know. Yeah, so that's a beautiful thing. So what you guys got planned today? Good night, Cora Spring. Where you from, Cora? Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I love those compliments. It's night for you. Yeah, it's night for a lot of people. It's 10 o'clock in the morning here where I am. I heard a lot of our black soldiers who were at war stayed behind and married. Yeah, they did. Yep. Lots of people. There's lots of Afro-Thai people and Afro-Vietnamese, and black people are all over the world, so they're everywhere. And I've seen a few, and they kind of looked at me, and I looked at them, and we started talking. And it's been cool. Yeah, it's 12 hours difference, Peter. Jamaica. I love Jamaica. I've been there. It's beautiful. I've been to Ocho Rios, and I've been to Kingston. And Merry Christmas to you, too. It's beautiful, except all of the big black cocks that's all over the country. I'm like, wow. It's weird. I don't want to say the real word I want to say, but yeah. But yeah, Jamaica is really a beautiful place. I love traveling. I love the differences in the world. JR, you're in India now, or are you from India? What you do for Christmas, Peter? I just went out to eat to a nice Italian restaurant with a good friend of mine that's from Malaysia, and she's solo traveling. So we decided to hang out for Christmas together, and it was actually really fun. Really fun. Do I see your Do you see my number? I don't understand what you mean. Your wife is no more? Aw. Yeah, Jamaica is beautiful. I love it. Oh, you did family stuff. So what did you do? Like Friends Miss or Friends? What do they call it? Like Thanksgiving is Friendsgiving, and they have one for Christmas that's like for friends. I love those things. I do. I think that they have a lot of groups here and meet up. Actually, I'm meeting a friend of mine. She's from Brazil. I might come on and show you guys. Um, it'll be this afternoon, and it's a like a philosophy discussion, which I think will be cool. Oh, you're a poor man. Oh, well, you probably just mean financially. And remember, that doesn't determine your worth, JR, because you could be poor financially but rich in culture and rich in what do you call it? Integrity and love. So don't let that determine your worth. Second day was a bigger dinner. Open present. Oh, that's nice. So my husband sent me some of the Meta glasses for Christmas, and I absolutely love them. This is not a commercial because I don't work for them. Let's get up on them. Put your hair in my backpack. One thing about when you travel, you got to bring a whole bunch of stuff with you. Yeah. Yeah. I love these glasses. They're super, super beneficial. First, okay, you have, oh, gingerbread house. Oh, that sounds fun. Yours won? Oh my God, what'd you get? You said my mother is the best wife. Aw, yeah, that's okay. So yeah, this is the charging thing. And I got the sapphire blue, which I absolutely love. And aren't they cute? They are super cute. And they have transition. I was letting them charge though. That's why they're in the case, because the case is the charger. You see that? But I love, love, love these glasses. They are the best glasses. If you are traveling or just anything, I like them because when I'm going to a restaurant, I could click them and take pictures of the menu, or if it's a place I want to remember, I can just take a quick picture. Your mother's pregnant of you. I don't understand that one. JR, you guys keep it real now. I don't get involved in that stuff. Explain what you're trying to say. Maybe it was a typo. I'm going to give you a chance. More. Oh, 46. How did they determine if you won? Did everybody vote? Oh, you like the glasses? Yeah, I love them. They're the best. These are kind of like my day sunglasses. I love these too because they kind of protect my eyes a little bit, but still allow me to see. What were you trying to say though, JR? Don't be sorry, just explain it. Two judges? Okay. Yeah, I'm an artist, so I love to draw. I actually in college I used to do tattoos as a side hustle. But I love stuff like that, like gingerbread houses and stuff, and like art competitions and everything. Right up my alley. Oh, 5 categories out of 10. Okay. That seems really good. This coffee is delicious. I'm glad I came here. Yeah, I agree. That's what you talking about his mother. It was kind of weird to me, but he said sorry, so not time out. I just, sometimes you get like kids on here and people being disrespectful. So as long as, you make set boundaries. Oh, hi, Sarah. Thank you. Thank you. I was just telling Lord, I went into this place called Maha Signature here in Vietnam. And they shampooed my hair for 75 minutes. And I brought my own hair products because I'm sure they don't have anything for my hair. But I brought like my own shampoo and conditioner. But it was a 21-step herbal process, and they just massaged my scalp. They gave me a facial, and they did give me a foot massage too. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, it was beautiful. So, what you guys got planned today? I'm getting my nails done, so I want to get like some nail art because in America I never really did that because I was always like working professional jobs and everything. And since I just work remotely now and do content creation full time, I don't have to worry about that. Okay, what you doing tomorrow, Peter? They raiding over there? Well, that's in Chicago, right? That's crazy. Babysitting? Who you babysitting, Peter? That sounds fun. I miss kids. I miss I got a great niece and my sister's grandkids. And they adore me and I adore them. Kingston, I think, is 7, and Callie is 5. She's got my middle name. Aww. That's fun. That's fun age. You better do your little workout, Peter, because so they raiding still in Chicago. I'm be praying for them from all the way over here. But 2 is that's an age for you. I'm telling you, but it's fun. I remember my kids. I got 3 kids, and I remember the 2s, the terrible 2s, but it was kind of made for it. I have a lot of patience, so. As long as you got patience, yeah, I know, terrible 2s, but as long as you got patience, you could deal with it and lead by example. Like, try not to holler at kids because then they'll be hollerers. I just kind of like always spoke in a calm voice. And I did a lot of nonverbal communication, like make faces. And that worked really good. I would be like, ah. I was that. And all of my children are very, very respectful. They're very successful and very good children. And I think it's because I didn't really baby them. I kind of guided them, if that makes sense. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It can be hard sometimes because, like, you gotta, and only time I wanted to know my voice when I hollered, it was because of danger. So then, like they about to do something as, I would, that was kind of like caution. Oh, you mean here? Oh, you think, or just Vietnam in itself, Lord, Lord. I look like Diana Ross. Real, I don't know. Look, Diana Ross is from my hometown, from Detroit, Michigan. I've never heard that. Maybe it's the hair, but I don't think I look like Diana Ross. I've got little chinky eyes, and she's got really, really big, beautiful eyes. So, but thank you. She's a beautiful lady. Tracy Ross. Oh, okay, yeah, her daughter. She's got big eyes too. But they're both beautiful, so thank you so much. I've never heard that ever. But I tell you, Tracy Ellis Ross has some beautiful um, hair products. Really, really good. And I've even have some here with me while I'm traveling. Yep. What's the name of the line again? Yellow and black. I can't remember it, but really good. They do have big, beautiful eyes. I am in Da Nang, Vietnam. Yeah. So funny story. I was on live yesterday. I was at a brunch place eating, and I was on live, and this black girl was there. And every time I see somebody black, I smile, at least smile and speak to them. And then we start talking. I invited them to my table, and we ate together. And then these two black guys come. They were from America, so we all were from America, and we took a picture together. It was so nice. Do you live every day? I don't know what you mean by that. Do you reside? No, I don't. I'm a travel content creator. So I do travel for a living, mostly faceless. But this is the first channel that I'm showing my face. So hopefully I can get my watch hours up. I will be here for a little while. I usually don't say exactly how long, but I'll be here for, more than you would consider a vacation, more than a couple of weeks. No, I don't live stream every day. I've just kind of started this because I have a social media advisor, and they advised me to try to do an hour a day, and that's very, very challenging. But not so much at home. I mean, at home is more challenging than here because, most of the time I'm alone, except like my niece, she just went from D1 to pro. Sydney Wilson, shout out to her. And she's in Thailand. And so sometimes we will get together and meet up in countries throughout Asia. So, and then my family might come and meet up with me in different parts of the journey. So I love it. Cultured collab. Um, the only thing I wish I could, ooh, some squeaky brakes. I wish I could, hey, Maurice, thank you. Only thing I wish I could pick up their ways and their culture and their integrity and bring it back to America. But because all the people I love are in America. I do have family in Thailand, but I just met them because of Ancestry.com. I want to check out. Okay, send it to me. Oh yeah, you're right, culture. Yeah, so do a night. So what time is it in the U.S.? It's 10 at night, right? Okay, so you mean like this time? I'm in Da Nang, Vietnam now. Hey, Coral Spring, you decided to stay up with us, huh? UBTV and so China. Tell me in the future what you think of these brothers. Are they on YouTube? Let me screenshot it so I can remember. That's their YouTube handle, you're saying? Yeah, I'm okay. So 10. So this is a good time, you're saying, culture collab to, so in the morning maybe, like for me, which is like it's 12 hours difference from the US. So if I do like 8 to maybe 11 in the morning, that'd be like 8 till 11 in the evening in the US. You think that's a good time, you're saying? Or are you saying the opposite? I'm trying to keep up. Okay. I screenshotted it, Lord. So after I get off, I'll look at it this evening for sure. Yeah, they got all these little raggedy trucks. Like I don't think they have regulations for like the vehicles or nothing here. Like you know, that's a loud truck. Ain't it? Yeah, I don't think they have like regulations for the vehicles and I don't ride motorbikes. A lot of people have motorbikes here, and or they ride on them like with the ride sharing apps. It's not Uber here; it's called Grab, and they ride the motorbikes. And I just don't because there's a lot of accidents. A lot of people get into accidents. You know what? It's funny you say that, Lord, because not very many. So only like the main streets, you hear a lot of horns, and I'm surprised you ain't hearing no horns. But only because I'm not by a main street. But some intersections they don't, and then the drivers are always blowing. It's crazy. So not as much as like the U.S. It is weird, you know. But they just honk. I'm like, why are they honking? But yeah. But it's beautiful to see the difference. I think in a lot of ways they're more advanced than the U.S. You know, like with tapping and like and paying. I just think that some of the transportation and things are better than the U.S. It's like public transportation. I hear is better. I only went to public transportation in Thailand, and it's really good. They have the BTS and the MRT, which is like train. Um, you know, so seems to be really good. But Vietnam definitely has the best coffee by far. Yeah, they are. Dubai, you gotta go there. Dubai, in my opinion, is the most futuristic, and the Maldives is the most futuristic country that I know of. You know, um, they actually have that museum of the future that's there, and it's a beautiful place. But people here, I can think of so many businesses that I wish that I could package up in my suitcase from here, this part of the world, and bring to. Hey, cuz, that's my cousin, Movie Justin. That's my moderator too. Make sure you. I ain't had no bad people today, cuz it was one guy that kind of Jr. was kind of acting up, wasn't he, Lord? But then he got it together. He apologized, so we let him go. Yeah, Dubai, I would never, I would say if you go to Dubai, if you're a woman, go with a man. Don't go by yourself because it's a very male dominating country. Yeah, that's my cousin. And that ain't cousin in the American term. That's my real cousin. So I love it. So what you doing, cuz? I'm in a coffee shop here in Vietnam. Let me show y'all a little bit of it. Because this little cute little dog right here just loving me. Look at him. Hey, he too cute. Y'all see? And then let me show y'all like the street view. See how beautiful it is? And I got like the motorbike. I'm just right on the corner, so it's really cute. It's really cute here. Like they got so many nice coffee shops. And the coffee is the best I've ever had. I ain't even drank this much coffee at home. Yeah, it's really nice. And but the coffee is amazing here. This is coconut coffee. And like I said, they give you tea every time you get coffee, it don't have no sugar in it, but it kind of balances. So you know, like America, they give you water, they give you tea here, green tea. You know, it's really nice. Oh, we show bugs over here. Oh man, so look, when I was first got off the plane to Vietnam, I was greeted by the biggest cockroach I ever seen in my life. He was like, "Hello, Vietnam." I was like, "What?" I mean, it looked like a rat. It was so big. It scared me to death, but I ain't seen one since. Um, and the rats over here are really skinny. Like I'm like, they must not be feeding the rats. I don't know but they skinny with long tails. You know, but nothing other than geckos. If you're not used to that, that'll freak you out. But they do not harm you. They just eat bugs. So I saw one before in a hotel, and I freaked out. And a friend of mine, I called her and showed her on the video chat, and she was like, "That's nothing but a gecko." I couldn't believe that. After I found out what it was, I wasn't as afraid. Aw, Harry, nah, I don't worry about that. Ain't nobody gonna kidnap me. They'll send me right back home. They'll be like, wait a minute now, she required too much. No. I actually have learned to not be as much of a consumer. So I have not bought a stitch of clothing since I've been traveling. I just don't need to buy anything. You know what I mean? I don't I don't buy stuff. I don't, I buy souvenirs for my family and stuff. But I'm gonna leave all my clothes here when I leave when I leave Asia. I'm gonna leave all my stuff here and fill up my suitcase with souvenirs. Yeah, they gave me the heebie-jeebies too. I was like, Lord Jesus, but it was far away, so I ain't tripped. But you know, you just see them cross, and I just mind my business, and they mind theirs. But I've only seen probably about 2 or 3 rats since I've been through all the countries I've been to. So it's not like they're everywhere. But sometimes I do walk in alleyways because the way the streets are here, sometimes your restaurant might be in an alley. It's weird, but so cuz I was telling them that I went to this place to get my hair shampoo yesterday, and it was so wonderful. I got my hair shampoo for 75 minutes. Oh my God! When you come in, they washed my feet, and that's one thing I love about Asia. That's kind of like spiritual to me, like divine, almost like something like Jesus would, do, and it's just beautiful. But they wash your feet when you come in, and then they give you tea every time you get a massage. They give you tea while you wait, and then he on the phone loud. Maybe I'm loud too. So they give you tea, and then they take you back and you lay down on this massage bed, and it has a wash bowl for your hair, and you lay your head in there, and they give you. I had a facial too, so they give you a facial and wash your hair, and I ain't never had my scalp. My scalp feels so clean, and they massaged it like I ain't never. And they use like some tools, and it's 21-step process. It was the most amazing thing that I've ever seen in my life. So, yeah, it was pretty cool. But they was just all in, and then they don't know how to style your hair. But I brought my own shampoo and conditioner. It was amazing. You'll see a video. This a little heads up. I got so much stuff to edit, but it was called Maha Signature Spa, Maha Spa, and Oh my God, they had like the little stream, the water, the little thing that's like a little halo with the water come out, and it just like let the water tranquil down. Oh my God, then they massage your upper body, your arms, your shoulders. Gave me a foot massage, and then they had the steam on my face and everything. It was like hydrated my skin. It was, oh, it was about, I would say it was the equivalent of about $25, which is still for 75 minutes. Yes, it was considered more of a high end, treatment, but amazing. Okay, amazing. Like probably the best experience, one of the best hair experiences for sure I've ever had. And men get it too, even if like you ain't got no hair like y'all got, you can still get it. It's about, you know, washing your hair and stimulating your scalp and, skincare. Over here they're all about Korean skincare, which is the best skincare in the world. And shoot, I'm telling you, my skin ain't got so much better since I've been over here. I don't wear a stitch of makeup, and I used to, feel like I couldn't let my freckles show because people used to talk about me and tease me about my freckles. Now, shoot, they got me together. I don't even need no makeup. I'm like, I'm good. I am getting spoiled over here, and I consider myself spoiled in America, but it's a different kind of spoiled. But I still, and nothing compares to my family. I still miss my family though. I miss your auntie. You know, I miss my mama. But and then it don't hurt that every day she texts me and tell me, come home every day. And it's not a day go by she'll tell me come home. Yeah, I would agree with that, Lord. But some people think they do. I used to be very insecure about my freckles. I was teased when I was younger. People used to be like, "You got them dots on your face." I guess they weren't as pop. Then they kind of came to style. So, gotta make your enemies your footstool. That's for sure. Cause if this little raggedy truck keep coming on loud, this truck loud, and it keep coming over here. Yeah. Sorry about the noise, but when you outside. But yeah, but I feel like I don't need it. And I used to even have like darkness under my eyes, and not so much. I still got a little bit, but it doesn't bother me. It's it's like part of my personality. It don't bother me like it used to, you know. But I noticed like I did a liver detox. That's another thing you guys should do. I did a liver detox. I never did a liver detox because I don't drink or smoke or anything, especially over here. But so I just kind of detoxed my body. I did a liver detox. That's probably one of the best things I've done, and that is really good for your skin. And I used to have really bad plaque psoriasis, and it's helped with that as well. So those things are getting better. And eczema, it's helped with those skin issues, detoxing my liver. And it gives me more energy. I feel so much more energetic. I'm ready to get up in the morning, get a shower, and get going, So, yeah, I've just noticed those things. So, I would consider this like a health journey for me because I'm more healthy, lighter, I feel better, moving more, so, yeah, it's really cool. The European people here real funny. Yeah, I walk every day about 5 to 10 miles, cuz. Yeah, I actually have a gym membership. It'll just be different. I'm going to go to the malls and walk because I like to people watch. So I'm planning on walking at the mall a couple of days. I like to switch it up, and then I'll go to the gym a couple of days a week. So I'm planning on doing both of them because when it's wintertime, I really got to figure out another plan in America. Hey, Donna. They funny over there. Yeah, the Europeans, they do not speak. They real funny acting. And they always got like they just be mean mugging. Like my cousin that's Thai, my Thai family, they told me, I used to tell them, I used to be like, black people don't speak. They said, don't say that. I said, why? They was like, because you can't assume that everyone that's black speaks English. You're in Asia. And I was like, wow, that's true. They said smiling is a universal language. So when you see somebody, you don't have to speak to them, just smile. Because some people are intimidated, like you say hello or hi, they might not understand you. And since I have done what my family says, that's been the best piece of advice. So I just smile. I smile to European people and they still be like, so I just be like, you know what? And I still keep smiling. Because you might get one every now and then that do it, so it's worth it. And the smiling is me. It's not for them. It's for me. Because that's how I am and that's my personality. So I'm not going to change because you evil and you mad. You know what I mean? But they are very funny and they're very shrewd. And that's kind of like their culture, especially when they come from like the European countries. You know, they just be looking mad all the time. Yes, yeah, you know what, and I do. I'm always, I don't know, maybe I'm a different breed. That's why my family from Thailand say you definitely Thai because you have a Thai smile. They tell me that all the time. But you know, I do speak. I speak even when people don't speak because that's like I said, it's not about them. I do it for me. That's the way that I am. So I just smile. That's a universal language. So you don't have to speak. Just kind of smirk or that's more welcoming to me. Sometimes, you know, when you speak, you know, you may feel like, okay, well, they didn't respond. Sometimes people don't hear you. And you never can assume. Another thing my cousin told me is that you can't assume that people can hear you. Some people have hearing impairments and, you know, disabilities. And so I just try not to assume. And then maybe that person got some bad news and they're having a bad day. So, you know, I was supposed to go to a doggy shelter today with a friend of mine and volunteer. Um, she didn't give me the information in time, but I plan on doing that. I think that'll be fun. So maybe I'll show you guys that experience. And today I'm going to a market. I'm going to a tailor. I want to see if I can get me a cover up like this made to take back to the States when I go back from some fabric here. It'll be nice. Yeah, you ain't lying, cause they don't speak. They funny acting. A different breed, like Neanderthals or something. I don't know. I hate to say that. But I know my husband is of European descent, but he's American. So, but, you know, other than that, I don't really like Europeans outside of my family sometimes. For real, it's kind of like my friends and family are the only ones that I deal with. If I don't know them, I just kind of keep it moving, and, you know. Because I don't like, I'm going to tell you, I don't like to be interviewed. They try to be condescending. Oh, so, where you from? How's it going? What do you do? Like, why you got to ask me all the damn questions? What do you do? You know, I don't like that feeling like of being interviewed and questioned, like I'm interrogated. You know, I think a conversation is between two people, so we should be asking each other things. And they kind of like, you know, want to cross their legs and act like, you know, Theo Donahue, and I'm getting, you know, questioned like I'm on a talk show. And I don't like that. Yeah. Well, I'm not a loner. And black people do act funny. I think personalities are individual and you have to look at them as such. Like, You met me. I mean, I know we ain't met in person, but if you did meet me, I would be very welcoming. So I'm just that way. But what I have to understand is that people are individuals. So some people, I might be too much. I might be, too extra. I might be too friendly, and they might not like that. You never know what a person's past trauma is. And some people are nice. They're just not friendly. And I had to learn the difference between the two. Like I'm nice and friendly. Some people are just nice and they're caring and they're loving, but they're not very friendly or they're not very sociable. And I just had to learn that people are individuals and I have to respect the way that God makes you. And that's what makes you unique. The way you are being a loner is unique. And it's okay. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I've learned to kind of meet people where they are and I would say that I try to be more like God as much as I can. And in my mind, I say, well, I ask myself, I know it's kind of cliche, but like, what would Jesus do? I'm like, you got to kind of understand, you never know what people are going through. And I remember one time I was at a coffee shop and it was this black lady. She was looking so sad and she was looking a mean mug, and I looked and I smiled and she looked away, and I went in that coffee shop. She just started crying, and I was like, "Is everything okay?" And she said that she found, and I was just like, "Oh my God!" You never know what somebody's going through, and she's abroad, and she's waiting um, to go to the airport to go back home and plan her mother's funeral, and that was kind of like almost God telling. I would have judged her and been like, "Oh, she was mean. She was acting like a bitch or whatever." But all I had to do was just, because I think the way I do, I just kind of let it go, and then the universe brought the answer to me. You want to get away? You can travel a lot. Yeah, that was really sad. But that's what I mean. Like, you never know. I don't want to judge people and say, well, they funny acting or they don't speak. You never know somebody's struggle or what somebody's going through. And the fact that she just let it out, she said she was so mad and angry because she was like trying to get home, and she couldn't even have the wherewithal to make her flight. And I was just like, I can help you, and she couldn't get through the blurry eyes to even try to plan anything. And it was kind of like I say, to myself, like God sends you or puts you in situations so that you can be a blessing to somebody. So you never know. So that's why I just don't judge people. I say, well, maybe they're having a bad day, or maybe they just frustrated, or you never know, they could be going through a divorce, or maybe, whatever. And I use that story to kind of say that I probably would have been like, oh shit, black people don't speak English, black people. And I did a video about that because, like I said, my family from Thailand told me don't assume people can speak English, and don't assume people can understand you, because assuming is exactly what they say. It kind of make an ass out of you and me. It does when you assume that people are funny acting, or they don't care, or they're racist and all of that. Yeah, it is. It's who I am. And I don't do it for them. I don't do stuff. I stopped doing being reactive and doing stuff because of how people treat me. I just act like I'm going to act. This is me. I'm a nice person. I'm a happy person. I bring cheer. If you don't want it, leave it where it is. Yeah, we don't, Frederick. How are you? Where you from? Yeah, we don't need that in our life. We don't need all of that. I'm over here. I'm in their country for one. And that's like, that black group I told you I met with. We were at the brunch. God, it's like God put us together. I was older than all of them. And they were very surprised at my age because, we was all looking like about the same age. But they were between 30 and 36, the three of them. And I'm 52. And whenever you keep it to yourself, today is Jesus. That's right. Whenever you, but maybe not keep it to yourself, because sometimes that's your mental health. You gotta talk about it. So I encourage people to do that. But anyway, what was I saying? So the group of black people that I was talking to, they were younger, and the one guy was like, he had a drone, and I said, well, it's illegal to have drones. And he said, I said, unless you got a permit. I said, do you have a permit for it? Because I had a drone and had a permit. I had to get a permit in Thailand. And he said, nah, they kind of don't, don't enforce some rules. I said, you are a a veteran, and you over here in their country. Don't let that one little rule and they make an example out of you. And this one girl, she told me that she smoked the weed over here and it's illegal. And then that place get raided. It's not worth it. And so I think God kind of sent me to kind of tell him, like, don't be doing that. Chicago all these years, and you can have them saying about some drama. So Jesus going to shut it down. It's over with. Not today. Yep. Well, I do claim that. For sure. I believe that Jesus can do everything. But fail. Yeah. And I don't like when they be, I don't like cuz when they be, oh, this truck. It keep coming over here and it's loud. Okay, I don't like when content creators be trying to sell you Southeast Asia, like move over here and influence people. They make money to do that. And I be like, don't be trying to influence people to come over here. You should go where you want to go. You should do what you want to do. Don't live nobody else's dream. And a lot of times, a lot of those people, I have met them personally, and they be so unhappy because they lying. They acting like they so happy. See, I don't get paid to say, come to Vietnam or come, to Dubai or Thailand or whatever. I don't get paid for that. And I wouldn't let nobody buy me. I'm going to be honest and tell you how it's traveler's depression is real. I experienced it multiple times when I see things that are exceptionally beautiful and I can't share it with y'all, my family. It's sad. We ain't kept his promise this year, Frederick. What you mean last year? you know, Jesus is angry, but he's also a forgiving God too. Remember that. Don't concentrate so more on the anger. Concentrate on the love. I'm more optimistic. So look at the glass half full instead of half empty. When you say Jesus is angry, Jesus is love. So he ain't angry at us. He's a very forgiving God. That's why he died for us. And his mercy and grace endures, So you have to look at it more, be more optimistic. Atlanta still in there. A lot of hurt feelings. There's a lot of everything else trying to take over. That's what I'm saying. You're more of a pessimistic person, and I get it. But I'm more optimistic. I don't look at all of the pessimism more than I look at the optimism, And I'm living proof that, even in the latter part of your life, you can do anything. People told me I shouldn't do this trip. I can't do it. My kids grown. I'm married, and most of the travelers here are independent. Yes, Lord, I feel you. Okay. Can you go running to Jesus when something goes wrong? I run to Jesus in the morning before I even take a breath, and at night before I go to bed. So no, I don't just run to him when I go wrong. Yeah. All right, Frederick. I mean, maybe we're not the group for you. You need to be with people that are, Yeah, we gonna let Frederick find somebody that works for, you know, best for him, you know, because we like love and caring and, you know, stuff like that. So I don't know if you know, yeah, everything is going to change, but I just don't think, yeah, yeah, we gonna let you go somewhere that is better for you and people like you. You ain't taking over my life. You go watch. I don't even know if you can see now because I think I hid them from the channel, but yeah, I mean, I'm not a very religious person, but I'm very, very spiritual. I believe in God, but religion is sometimes what gets people in trouble, and that's how they become, um, they kind of overdo it a bit, you know, because they concentrate more on those rules instead of just like treating people right and caring about people. But you're right, Lord, you can spot it. I love that. You can spot it. You know it. You say you know a troll. I was reading you when you were saying that. Emmanuel, how are you? I caught on. Oh yeah, for sure. I know you will. I can feel it. And I like your name, Lord, and it's easy to remember. Yeah, that's what I say. And then you never know somebody's mental health, so I try to be patient with people and kind of understand. You know, maybe they want to get something out and say something, but I ain't no therapist either. So you need to go to a professional because you know it ain't nothing really I can do. I'm only go. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. That ain't my line of work. So you need to find somebody that can actually help you, and you know, you got like, you know, you gotta be careful with extreme. I would say I'm more of like an even keel. I'm a Libra, so my scales are more balanced. I don't really lean too far to the left or the right. I kind of balance myself. I don't really like extreme people. And when you're talking like extreme negativity, you're talking about all the anger and bad stuff. You know, instead of all of the good stuff and what's good is happening. That's just like I don't like when them content creators be talking about America. It's like you can love Asia and love America at the same time. You don't gotta hate your country. And yeah, it's some things that I don't like, but it's some things I don't like here. Here I don't have freedom of speech. So you could give a negative Google review here and get in trouble. You know, if that company wants to enforce that. So I like the fact that I can say what I want to say in America, and despite how you feel, and people don't realize that that's a privilege until it's taken away from them. You know what I mean? You know, they think, you know, I don't like America because of this. The leadership ain't never mattered as long as I've been alive in America. You know, I mean, you have to live regardless. You gotta live. You can't just exist. So you're gonna have to pay rent regardless, or you're gonna have to pay for to get around transportation, and you're gonna have to pay for food anywhere you live, anywhere you live. And it doesn't matter, even though it's cheaper here, and I can have a lot of experiences, and I can get massages every day if I want to because I can afford it here. My family ain't here. It don't matter. Only thing that I can do better here than in America is buy stuff and consume stuff and have experiences for less expensive. That is really literally the only thing. But my family ain't here. The people that I love are not here. So when it all boils down to it, this here can't give me nothing because the people I love are not here. It's nice to experience it. It's nice to be able to do these one-of-a-kind experiences. And I'm going to China to go to Disney World in China, which is way less expensive than the one in Florida. But still, it is not home. It is not home. Yeah, it's cleaner. The people are nicer. But they ain't my people. Even my family in Thailand. I love them. But I just met them from Ancestry. I ain't established a rapport like we, you know what I'm saying? I used to change your diaper, Justin. I mean, I don't mean to put it out there, but I love you, cuz. But you know what I mean? It's different when when you are family. That's something I cherish is family and people I care about and going places. I don't care if we just sitting at your auntie's house on the couch with her and daddy-o. I'd rather do that sometimes. Yeah, it's nice, but now what would be beautiful if I was like Oprah rich and I could relocate my whole family and my friends over here. I'd be like, okay, you get to the apartment, you get an apartment, you get an apartment, and then everybody will be over here. Then it'll be home. But home to me is where the people you love are, or you have easy access to the people you love. Like I could even see myself now, like me and John are thinking when we retire, like fully, that we may relocate in America and like move to like one of the Carolinas or something. And I'm thinking I could even do that now since I've been living abroad. I'm thinking that would be something sustainable for me. Yeah, home is where the heart is. You know what I mean? And everybody's heart is different. Some people, but I notice a lot of these characteristics with these solo backpacker travelers. They got some of the similar characteristics, and I'll tell you, they seem to be very selfish, meaning because a lot of them don't have children or don't have families, so it's just all about them. When something doesn't go their way, they on to the next one, and then they all like single. And then they ask me as a married woman, well, I want to meet somebody. I'm like, well, you a solo traveler, you're a woman. And when you see a man, they know that you're going to leave in a short time. Where's the stability in that? What's in it for them? They're not really interested in, having a long-term relationship with somebody that's keep moving. So you got to think of it from your perspective. If you want something long term, you might have to sit down long term. You can't expect to have your whole life in one of these. I couldn't imagine. This is my little day backpack. I couldn't imagine carrying around my life in a backpack, all the things that matter to me in a backpack, It's really kind of sad. And to me, and not to pass judgment, but it seems to be quite masculine in a way. Women kind of need a little more than men. And not to make it sexist, but, I'm a very feminine woman. And I just can't see myself having everything I need in a backpack, And, it's really a lot of the characteristics that I noticed in a lot of the solo female travelers. For men, the men solo travelers, it seemed to me like they're exploring more. They're trying to find themselves, or they ex-military, or they might be struggling with, like one of the friends I met. I actually did an interview, tied up with Jax. And he moved to Thailand because he has severe mental health. He was suicidal, and he left, 6-figure company. He was doing very well for himself. Lived in Vegas and had everything going for him. And he just took his money and a carry-on and moved to Thailand. And it took him, got an apartment there and took him. Go back and watch the video if you haven't. But he talked about it. We did the interview at the beautiful Iconium Mall in Bangkok, Thailand. It was beautiful on the rooftop restaurant. And he talked about how he was in a very dark place, and he had to get away in order, because he was just existing, not living. And so it was very serious, and I commend him. Shout out to Tied Up with Jax, because a lot of people don't talk about that enough, especially men. Talk about mental health and mental health illness. And he talked about how he needed to Go, and then I'm telling you, like he's back. He's back in the States now, and he looks so much healthier and clearer. Like he's not a consumer anymore. Like he don't need to buy everything. He talked about living life more simple. Like he doesn't need a lot of stuff like he did before, and it clearly has changed his life. Yes, yes, that's true. That goes back to because not meeting people where they are and not judging them. Some people travel just for peace and mental health. Some people travel because they want to paint their own picture. They may have had a troubled past and they don't really want to live that past anymore. So they want to talk about the things they've done from that point to now and not relive that. And I get it, you know. That's why I come with no judgment and talk about what you want to talk about. You know what I mean? If you were abused as a child, it ain't gotta be your own only story, and it ain't gotta be the only thing that you talk about. It doesn't define you, is what I'm saying. Now, if you need to talk about it to get to a better place, I get it. You know? Yeah, yeah, travel, and in a way, I am too. I'm so close to my family, but this has proved to me that a woman in the middle of her life can do it. Because I get so many DMs from single or married women. They're like, I want to travel, but my husband doesn't. And I want to travel. And I said, well, you need to have a conversation. That's what I did with my husband. And I said, I just need this for me. I need to do this. I need to go see my family. And I knew that it was going to be outside of our budget if we both came. So we had to sacrifice. That's what a sacrifice is. So we sacrificed and made it happen. But I'm kind of letting people know that you can do it. You could do it. You could do anything you want to do. You just have to plan. If you don't plan, you plan to fail. That's for sure. You know, and it took me about 10 months to plan, you know, this journey. And I got a full itinerary. I have what if scenarios. What if this happens? What if this? I mean, I plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You know, you really have to plan. And I realize all of those things have helped me to be a better person. Oh, you think? Look, let me show y'all something. Look. He all in love. Just keep following me, harassing me. All right, cutie. I ain't touching him though, because, you know, I don't, you know, I'm at the table, but he cute. He went to him, you so cute. You want to be on camera? Let me show everybody your cute face. Say hi. He is cute. Oh, you think so? Cause you think the whole family? They don't really say that to me, but I guess maybe. You know. Oh, look! I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look. He gonna roll over because he want me to rub his belly. Look. Look, he's scratching already. See, that's what I'm saying. I ain't about to mess with him, but he cute. I take picture of you. Itch that scratch. You scratching, honey. I think he like they got a little mat for him right here. So I think he's like the cafe's dog. He's cute, but they need to give him a bath or send him to the groomer or something. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You cute. Well, I ain't gonna be touching you though. I ain't taking nothing back to America. He's so cute. Yeah, he cute. But yeah, but I definitely ain't touching him. Cause you never know. But yeah, you know, another thing I learned about dogs here is they call it whatever country. Like they don't have different breeds. Like you be like, is that Pekingese? They'd be like, Vietnamese dog or Lao dog or Thailand dog. That's all they call it. Thailand dog. I'm like, you don't have no beagles or, you know what I'm saying? German Shepherd. Crazy. But my friend, from Brazil, she just be rubbing on random dogs. I'll be like, no, definitely not gonna do that. Yep, but he is cute though, and I don't mind the company. He stay in his distance. He turn over every now and then, want me to pet him, but I'm not. If I had some gloves, I would take them off. I hate to be like that. That's, in a way, I think that kind of make me kind of bougie, but not like my friend Anusha. She from Malaysia. Oh, she real bougie. But she be like, how come you don't know English? This is a tourism area. You should know English. She has high expectations. I'll just say that. And that's okay. She's very outspoken. Oh, I had a coconut coffee. Delicious. And they give you green tea um, with every cup of coffee when you eat it here, when you have drink it here. And it's delicious. It's probably, I ain't never had coconut coffee before. So, but one thing, you have to tell them your level of sweetness here. I always say low or none. Because this first time I ever tried coconut coffee, I said low just to so I can get the original taste. And the green tea kind of balances because there's no sugar in here. So it's kind of like having water in a way. So every time I drink the coffee, I had a green tea after. So it's really good. But yeah, I'm going to go to the pharmacy. They got everything at the pharmacy here. I'll be getting probiotics. And they got good stuff. You know, you can get anything at the pharmacy. Anything. If you know what I mean. I don't be needing none of that stuff. But they got Xanax, Norco, all of that. You can just walk in and get it without a prescription. But I do get a lot of their natural things. Like I got a liver detox. That's amazing. I get a detox tea. I get probiotics. All of those things are really good. I get anything I get a lot of hair vitamins and skincare stuff. Well, we got all of that. It's amazing. Yep, they got everything. You need to come up here and bring an empty suitcase. He's so cute, the little dog. Yeah, you need to come up here and bring an empty suitcase. Who are you? My name on there. I'm Bootsie. Who are you? How do you pronounce your name? Yuan? Yuan? You must be local. I'm in Vietnam. That's funny it must be the translation. Sometimes it can come off kind of harsh. Who are you? That's funny. No. Hi. Oh, you're in Vietnam? I am too. So yeah, it's a local person. That's great. You got a beautiful country. Are you Vietnamese? Very beautiful here. I'm at a coffee shop. And it's very beautiful here. I am a travel content creator, exploring your beautiful country. It's kind of cool here right now. That's why I got on the cover up. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go get my nails done. I want some tips. I ain't used to like not having no nails, but I did this because I was volunteering in Laos with the kids. Remember, I was with the kids, Justin, and I didn't want to hurt nobody with nails. So that's why. But I love me some nails, you know that. And I want to get my nails done here one time before I go to the next country I'm going to, because it's more reasonable here. There's so many European people here. Like when I see people just walking, it's mostly European. Like it don't even be locals. Crazy. Well, it took me 80 minutes to drink that coffee. Ew, I feel some mosquitoes or something. Yes, it is definitely big over here. Anime. They got these stores. It's a chain of them. They're usually at the mall or something that's called Pop Mart. It be a line every time you see one. They have all the little figurines and stuff. It's very, very big here. Very big. Yep. You see a lot of people, they have all of that stuff. And it's nice. You know, I ain't into that, but my niece is, Dominique is into that. You know? Well, I am about to get out of here, y'all. I've been on here for 80 minutes, so I'm going to try to come back when I go to this event. It's a philosophy event, and see if I can show you guys when I'm on my way there. That will be very early in the morning for you guys. So I think it's between 2 and 4. So it'll be 2 a.m. to 4. Not sure if anybody will be on here, but if you guys are, yeah, you're right. Vietnam is champion. For sure. Thank you so much. Keep in touch with me. So while I'm over here, you can follow my journey throughout Southeast Asia. Okay. Salute. All right, guys. I love you, cuz. See you guys.